Lanterns. You guys know I am not big on the superhero TV programs. Um, I've Disney Plus has really burnt me out on them. But DC has been doing good. The Penguin series I thought was really good. Peacemaker, both seasons, even if that finale left me a little disappointed, still good. So I'm actually super excited for Lanterns. Lanterns is probably the most anticipated superhero show I've been looking forward to in a long time. Not just for the DCU, but just Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart, like finally, dude. I wish it was a movie, but as a show, I'll take it. But it's been so weird because this show has like just been done all in secrecy. We've gotten some set photos and things like that. Like let me see here. I think a couple of them popped up here, like him like with a gun firing off, shooting some people, getting attacked. Uh and people are worried, for a show involving space cops with all these big grand powers, they're probably not going to do as much. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past James Gunn to find a way to actually do both. Keep it grounded, but still give us those big CGI effects that we expect from like a Green Lantern story. Well, man, every time we get an official update on this, I get a little more worried because now the most recent update is that Lanterns has been delayed to later summer of 2026. It was supposed to come out early 2026, like maybe February, January, possibly even spring, but now we're being told that the show is going towards the later summer dates. Now, there isn't an exact reason why they didn't like obviously comment on that. I don't want to panic and say, oh, the show's probably bad. If anything, I want to say maybe there's a lot of VFX heavy stuff and they just want to get all that stuff really down. I thought Lanterns, to me, why it's a worrying sign is because if Lanterns is as great of a show as I hope it's going to be, and I think it's going to be, I actually think it would be so much more in their favor to release this before Supergirl, because remember, this show was set to come out before Supergirl, and now it's going to be coming out after Supergirl. And the reason, again, I say this is the DCU. If you have a good story, if you got something that's going to excite people, you want to release it, and that gets people excited for the next DCU thing, right? I wonder if maybe Peacemaker scared them a little bit because although we are in our little comic book bubble, there were a lot of people that just turned on the DCU through that finale. I think that is exaggerating, although I had major problems with some of the things in that finale. It was not enough for me to go, yep, James Gunn, I knew it. You can't do this. Give it back to Mr. Snyder. I was like, kind of a fumble, but I'm excited to see what continues on there. I wonder if something like that did scare them, where maybe even if the show's just okay, it's not nothing that'll just super excite people for Supergirl. And maybe they were like, well, let's just have Supergirl debut because I think from what I've been hearing, that's pretty good. And then that will then pour over to more viewership in Lanterns. Maybe. Maybe that's their strategy here. Um, Also, maybe James Gunn is working better at tweaking some of the story elements because remember, he said Lanterns is actually supposed to be pretty crucial to the DCU. It sets up this mystery. They're going off and trying to solve a case that when they reveal what the case is, it's going to impact the overall DCU. I think maybe it could be characters disappearing, going into the prison, the Salvation prison that we've heard of. That could happen. I've heard some people speculate that like Guy Gardner gets murdered and maybe they're trying to figure out his. I'm like, that would be interesting, but I doubt James Gunn would kill Nathan Fillion that quick, especially with people liking him after Superman. But it definitely feels like there is something. There is something there on why they delayed it. It's a strategy reason. I don't want to hit the panic button, but man, this makes me more sad because I was really thinking by like January, February at the latest, we would finally get a trailer, a sneak peek at what this show looks like. And now we might not be getting anything till like March, April, right? Especially with shows like this, it feels like it's common now to like not even market the show until like it's 2 or 3 months away. And it's like, oh, that's going to be a long time. So we'll see. I'm curious if you guys have any theories. Again, I'm not trying to bash or hit the panic button on James Gunn, but it's like it's an interesting choice, especially since it feels like this show has been finished for a while. It's like, why are we holding back on it? What's going on here? What's happening? Jimmy Gunn, let me know. It could just be quality control. Maybe James Gunn's like, I think we could do better. I think we could do something better. Maybe he's tweaking some of this stuff. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. Blanchard's getting delayed for sure hurt me. but I'm still super excited. And although maybe it's a yellow flag, I won't say red flag. I'm like, let's just wait and see what happens, and then we'll know once we watch it. All right, you guys let me know why you think Lanterns ended up getting delayed.